Welcome to episode 58 of our HGC series. Um, we're going to go through just the show results. I'm not going to go over popularity of the show. And then I decided our next episode that I'll drop is the ACE debut. And then I'll show the year-end reveal or year-end review afterwards, as there's a particular reason for it that you'll see. So just to be clear, next episode dropping is the debut in Ace, and then we'll go over the year-end review after that episode drops. Anyways, we start off the show with Sid Streets cutting a promo about the Syndicate and Untouchables trying to end his career 6 weeks ago, and he hasn't forgotten it, and he wants to be champion HGC, and he wants to be part of this company's history. We have a fatal four-way for cruiserweight number one contendership here, with Electrico winning, and he is now our cruiserweight number one contender. And weirdly enough, Romeo Heartthrob was ringside, and he celebrates with Electrico. So Romeo kind of like can't find my words here. Romeo is playing to be babyface here with Electrico, and this is to kind of prolong the feud a little bit. It's different than RP Jr., where I think it's just a different tone of like RP Jr. is gaslighty, is manipulative to Jesse Christian versus Romeo is just being goofy. And then when he's Heartthrob, he's being heelish. But our number one contender for a cruiserweight title is Electrico. Next week he faces Jack Bruce. We have Demons of Rage beating down Monty Walker. If you remember, Monty Walker confronted Jeb Langley about considering Professor Neer's offer. This is Professor Neer's response by having the Demons of Rage beat up Monty Walker. After that, we go to Jesse Christian, who's all upset that one of his buddies got beat up by Demons of Rage. He was pissed off. He wants to go find a fight. And RP Jr., gaslighty, manipulative, sorry, my mic just peaked, says, well, we got a match next. You got to be ready for that. We can take care of that another time, as what they did wasn't right. Again, just gaslighty and manipulative here. First, Romeo doesn't have those traits. He's just kind of like being fake. Then we have the All-Pro Duo, our tag team champions, defeat Damien Carville. Okay. Oh, God. So, like I said, kind of just getting through these bookings. It should have been Damon. Like, I pressed D and didn't like hit down, or I hit up instead of down. And Damien Carville and Warren Young. No chemistry there, sadly. But we'll pretend it's Damon. That I can't say his last name, but you get it. We'll pretend it's the War Eagles losing to the All-Pro Duo. Ironically enough, Damien Carville challenges Steve Flash next week to a match. He attacked Steve Flash 2 weeks ago. Steve Flash hasn't been seen since. I like selling those attacks backstage to give a little bit of credibility as I mean, yeah, these are professional wrestlers. They're professional quote-unquote fighters in canon. But if anybody's attacked randomly unsuspected, it's going to do a number on them to have your adrenaline spike up like that and then crash and then it's not going to be all the time because certain beatdown I don't want beatdowns to be the expectation to be out 2-3 weeks, but I think it should be. Well, I don't want it to be. I want it to have like credibility to have like a beatdown happen as a way to show the unsuspected nature that they cause, and prolong stuff. With us only running 5-6 pay-per-views a year, I'm allowed to let things breathe. We just had Larry Vesey defeating Paul Steadyfast here in a great match. If you remember last week, Eric Tyler kind of motivated the Untouchables to do something, and we have Paul Steadyfast coming up short here, and eventually I'm going to give the Untouchables a little bit of a push, but these guys are pretty much gatekeepers for a lot of our roster. Not that Larry Vesey needs someone to gatekeep him, as he is one of our top 10, top 8 popular guys. But great matchup here, and I wanted to give him a match like I gave Brian last week. Blazing Flames picked up a win over Black Serpent Cult. Just decided to do it because I've only done this match twice this year, and figured this will be the third and final time, as I expect Black Serpent Cult, Mike peaked again, to kind of be written out here sooner than later. We have Travis Sentry again being cryptic on BLZ Bub's participation in the tag title match, saying it'll all be revealed soon. Hint, next week it will be revealed why BLZ Bub helped RP Jr. Then we have Charlie Homicide reminding Frankie and HGC of the prophecy at Total Mayhem where he promised extreme violence and danger coming to HGC. Pretty tongue-in-cheek promo, as well as a little bit of hype for the following weeks. Then we have Eric Tyler kind of promo on why he wants to be champion and the power he will have. He's power hungry, and he is wanting to be champion so he can control HGC and his vision. And in our main event, we have Dusty Streets defeat Barry Bowen following a botched interference from Tommy Cornell and the distraction from Brent Hill accidentally. Pretty much, Brent Hill and Tommy Cornell's shenanigans cost Barry Bowen to be distracted, and Dusty Streets gets to take advantage of that. Pretty solid show here. I think the dual promos for build up to our main event next week, which I am gonna say now, my prediction is going to be 90 plus for next week's main event. It's gonna be a clean finish, so that's my goal and hope and desire. Is the Ace debut main event, Sid Streets versus Eric Tyler, plus 90 rating. Yeah. So we're gonna cut the show off here because there's no real Electrica's popularity is the only one that we have to go over. And yeah, I don't want to spoil anything. Talk to you guys next time. And like I said, next episode, Ace debut. Then we'll go backwards and do the year-end review, just to kind of keep things unexpected. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.